According to the Australian Institute of Marine Science, 10 people are killed each year by sharks in the world. It is summertime, which means vacation, which means sharks. And I'm going to Florida next week, and I thought it would be a perfect time to talk about one of the most influential movies of all time. And there will be spoilers, but if you haven't seen this movie, you probably don't plan on it because it came out almost 50 years ago. But today, I'll be telling y'all why Jaws is nightmare fuel. The movie starts with two teenagers, Chrissy and Tommy, skinny dipping in the ocean. Now why the fuck are you skinny dipping in the ocean? Who does that? Chrissy hops in and starts swimming, but Tommy was too drunk to make it. Chrissy starts getting jolted around and finally gets pulled under by a shark and never comes back up. Martin Brody, the police chief, finds Chrissy's decaying body and chalks it up to, you guessed it, a shark attack. Martin wants to shut down the beach because of the shark attack, but the mayor of the town and some dude they call Meadows tells him that he has to change the cause of death to a boating accident because 4th of July is a big weekend for the town, and they don't want to cause any panic that could mess with their money. Martin Brody sits on the beach patrolling the water for any sharks when his worst fear comes true and the shark attacks and kills a boy named Alex Kintner, forcing everyone to get out of the water in a panic. After the attack, the town has a meeting where Martin again brings up closing the beaches. But that just gets the old heads angry because they want their money. A man named Quint destroys our ears with a chalkboard and offers to find the shark for $3,000. And for $10,000, he'll give him some head. The shark's head, that is. He lays out his whole menu here. He got his items listed off and he's got his prices. Hey, he's a good businessman. The mayor declines Quint's offer and shuts down the beach for 24 hours. Yeah, that should do it. The boy who was killed earlier, Alex's mom, puts a bounty on the shark's head for $3,000. So all types of motherfuckers are out here trying to hunt the shark. Matt Hooper arrives and confirms to Martin that Chrissy was indeed killed by a shark. Damn, her shit all types of fucked up. The crazy shark hunters reel in a tiger shark only to find out from Hooper, who measured its bite, that this isn't the right shark. They killed this motherfucker for no reason. The mayor doesn't want to hear the truth about this not being the right shark, and Alex's mom hits Martin for not closing the beach after knowing about Chrissy's attack. Damn, she hit him with that open palm mom strength hit. Later that night, Hooper pulls up to distressed Martin's house, where they have some wine before heading down to cut open the tiger shark and see what's inside. Once the shark is opened, all they find is, what the fuck? The shark got cream pied. Also inside is a whole fish and the license plate. After confirming the wrong shark was caught, Martin and Hooper hop on a boat, absolutely obliterated. These motherfuckers are lit. All they can find is an old fisherman named Ben's boat. Hooper dives down to check it out when we get jump scared by dead Ben's face all up in the camera. The next day, Hooper and Martin tell the mayor again why he needs to close the beach. He tells them no because he is stacking his bread and more worried about some vandalism on the town's billboard.
Brody, sick vandalism.
Hella people pull up to the beach to swim, and I'm talking hella people. It's looking like spring break Miami in this bitch. With people actively hunting the shark and a man reporting the recent attacks on the news, the people are hesitant to actually get into the water. The mayor convinces one of his way too loyal friends to hop in the water to show everyone that it's safe. What the fuck, they bringing their kids in there too?
Fuck them kids, bro.
I guess. The mayor's plan works and everyone goes for a swim in the shark's dinner plate. Everyone freaks out and hurries out of the water after some pranksters scare them with the shark fin attached to them. Then someone actually sees the shark and it's heading towards the pond where Martin let his kid hop in to swim. The shark passes on Sean, Martin's son, and instead takes down a random man on his boat. This attack crossed the line for the mayor, and he signs a paper to take Quint up on his offer to find the shark and kill it.
Sign it, Larry.
Quint is so obsessed with sharks, he eats them for dinner. Now, how do you eat a bone? And don't answer that. Martin, Hooper, and Quint hop on the ship to finish the shark once and for all. After a few hours of Hooper tickling his pickle,
Stop playing with yourself, Hooper.
Martin throws in some meat and, oh shit, we see the shark for the first time, and it's almost as big as Martin's balls because he still wants to return to get the shark, but first,
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
the shark is 25 feet long, and that's enough for Quint to shoot the shark with a spear which is attached to a yellow barrel, so they can always see where the shark is at. But the shark has other ideas and goes way deep down, bringing the barrel with him, so it's back to square one. They head down into the boat for some drinks, where Quint reveals he is a survivor of the shark attack suffered by the members of the USS Indianapolis. While they are busy harmonizing an ear-piercing tune, the sun comes up and so does the yellow barrel as the shark starts tearing the ship to shreds. The shark leaves after a stern dicking down on the ship and returns in broad daylight. The shark jump scares us again as Quint attaches another yellow barrel to him with a spear. They chase the shark down and pop a few caps in his ass while attaching him to their ship. They start to take him back to the shore, but he is just too girthy and is making it real difficult for the shark catching crew. The shark uses his Uno reverse card and starts towing the ship in his direction while flooding the ship before Quint cuts the rope. Man, whatever happened to that game? The crew starts to head back to shore before they sink, but the shark is chasing them, forcing Quint to push that engine and eventually blowing it, leaving the three stranded in the middle of the ocean in a sinking boat with an approaching double D-sized shark. Hooper goes down in the shark cage with a poisoned spear, hoping to kill the shark. But right when he gets below the surface, he is attacked by the angry fish, forcing him to drop the spear. The shark breaks into the cage and tussles with Hooper for a bit before he swims away to hide on the ocean floor from the shark. Hopefully there's enough oxygen in that tank for a midday ocean floor nap. The shark gets stuck in the cables for the shark tank, and when he breaks free, jumps on the boat, causing Quint and Martin to slide down towards his mouth. Not your ideal water slide. Quint slides down right into the shark's mouth, which is such an unfortunate way to die after surviving that many shark attacks in his past. The ship starts to sink with Martin inside as the shark comes to say hi to him, so Martin throws an oxygen tank into his mouth, and after a few missed shots, hits the tank and explodes the shark in a sick-ass scene and one of my favorite kills in all of horror. Hooper swims back to Martin and the movie ends with the two paddling themselves back to shore. Surely there can't be a sequel with that type of ending. First, I must start with saying how great the actors are. All across the board, great acting. But for me, in my opinion, I think Quint is the greatest actor out of anyone else in this movie. And that is because of his one dialogue scene in the ship when he is talking about his time surviving the USS Indianapolis shark attacks. And this scene really sets you up for what is about to happen in about 5 minutes.
Black eye, like a doll's eye.
It is truly beautiful. This movie is so influential. It inspired many movies after it, such as Alien and Tremors. It does such a good job at building suspense and making you fear this shark. For example, the scene when Martin is locked into the water, looking after the beach because the mayor wouldn't close it down, and he sees what he thinks is a shark, but it's really a person with a cap on. And after that false alarm, you think everything is safe. But then there's an actual shark attack, and everyone gets out of the water in a crazy, chaotic scene. This type of calm to chaos scene is used many times throughout this movie, and it is very effective and one of the first movies to do so, and it worked very well for it. Now I must tell y'all why you should fear Jaws. This shark is so damn big, 25 feet long. That's almost as big as Johnny Sin's dick. This shark attacks for no reason at all, it seems. It just feels like ruining people's lives, and it's fun for him. Obviously, the shark eats its victims, but sometimes it's full and just attacks for no reason, and we know this because the shark attacked that unnamed man on the boat when he was going after Martin's son, and we see his limb fall to the bottom of the ocean floor. This shark is also almost invincible. Even the man who has dedicated most of his life destroying evil sharks and learning everything about them and having just an extreme dedication and obsession with sharks can't defeat this 25-foot demon. The shark gets shot and stabbed and he just won't go down. He just eats them and eats them. It don't bother him. The only way to kill this thing was to blow it up. And that should scare you, because if you are ever in a situation where you come into a contact with a shark like this, what are the odds you have an oxygen tank and a rifle with you? Pretty much zero. And also, that kill is just so amazing. I really love how the shark just fucking explodes. It's just such a unique way to kill the shark and one of my favorite kills in all of horror. Also, after the explosion, you see pure joy and excitement in Martin's face. And that just shows how much terror the shark has tormented on this man. It is just such a beautiful and well-acted scene after Martin just saw the only other man on the ship get eaten alive by the same shark that he just blew up. Overall, this is an amazing movie with great influence and one that I think is nightmare fuel. Let me know y'all thoughts on this movie down below in the comments, and let me know any other movies or any other videos you'd like to see next. Please drop a like and hit that subscribe button, or you'll get eaten alive by this shark. Thank y'all so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Peace.